Haha, hey, it's your boy, man that looks like Robbie Rotten with a receding hairline that almost died to a tennis ball this morning. Yeah, this little girl just wails it over the fence, almost hits me directly in the dome, and just looks at me like, can you give me my ball back? I'm like, no, I'm keeping this. This is mine now. I don't know why I always start like this. This has no relevance to the rest of the video's content, but every now and again, I do like to make an IRL video, not only just to thank those of you that are new, which is about 150,000 of you. I haven't done this in like 3 months, but also just to remind you that I'm not an algorithm. I'm a real person that has lungs and blood and feet. I don't know why I chose those 3 as my but I do think that's a better place to start the video as opposed to tennis balls. I wanted to give a very genuine thank you to each and every one of you out there. I've never had channel growth like this before. I've never had viewership like this before. It means the world to me that you guys come back video after video and give me the most valuable thing that you have in the world, which is your time. I really sincerely do appreciate that, which I'm going to conclude with a headshot on Iron Man. No, not even close. I can't edit that out now because it's not going to be genuine. And thanks to you guys, we've apparently caught the attention of ASUS that sent me a box with a product on the inside that is supposed to be pretty damn magical. So just to give you the background that I've been given, there are these things called the Taiwan Excellence Awards that recognize certain Taiwanese products that are especially innovative or have great design or exceptional performance, that sort of thing. Because in case you didn't know, Taiwan is especially good at that sort of thing. Like when you think of Germany, you probably think of beer and luxury cars. When I think of Taiwan, I think of ASUS and computer components. Like name a Taiwanese company that isn't ASUS. Yeah, you can't do it. Unless you live in Taiwan, which is kind of cheating, but ASUS has given me one of these products that is so recognized to unbox for you right now. You know what's terrible? I completely forgot to ask them if their name is ASUS or ASUS. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. That would be terrible. It's ASUS. They told you that. Don't you check your email? Yeah, occasionally. They literally sent you an email about how to pronounce it. A as in A Lamau, Seuss as in Dr. Seuss. ASUS. Okay, ASUS ROG. Got it. That's not funny. None of this is funny. There's no ROG. It's ASUS R, like a pirate, OG. ASUS ROG. ASUS ROG. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Just kidding. These were not part of the package. That's just a joke. Yeah, boy. I'm gonna tread lightly with this too, because I have no idea, like, is this appropriate? Is this appropriate? Is this appropriate? Is this I don't know. I don't wear hats like this. This is probably the most comfortable, but I think I'm gonna channel my inner Summit 1G for a little while and just wear it straight on. Okay, so this is the ASUS ROG G752VS, which I don't think I need to tell you guys that I'm a huge fan of ASUS laptops like this because I already own one that I bought with my own money, but it's not nearly as nice as this one. I will make sure that I put all the specs down in the description below in case you want to see specific features, but the major ones are the NVIDIA GTX 1070 graphics card. It also has something called a vapor chamber to keep your CPU and your GPU as cold as possible. So vape chain, y'all. And of course, the ASUS ROG Hyperdrive, which sounds like an intimidating name, but it just makes you get the most performance that you can out of your SSD. And even though all that's pretty neato, nothing compares to what this sticker says right here, which is 120 Hertz. I know I mentioned it in my regular setup video that I adore the 1440p 144 Hertz ASUS monitor that I have right here, but I've never seen 120 before on a laptop, and it also has G-Sync. Most YouTube videos are 30 FPS. This video that you're seeing right now with my hands going like this is 60 FPS, but this monitor right here can output twice that at 120 FPS or 120 refresh rate. Now with a lot of high refresh rate monitors, you run into problems when your frames fluctuate, so if you go up to 120 or 150 and then you go down to 90, there's screen tearing and stuttering, which is really annoying. But thanks to NVIDIA G-Sync, which this monitor has, even if your frames fluctuate up and down, it mitigates all that screen tearing and stuttering, which is amazing. So now I'm gonna download 3 of the best games that are out right now and see how they perform. I don't think that stress test is the right word to use here, but I'm gonna try it out on Counterblock's Roblox Offensive just to see if Shadow Play works. This is the... Oh my goodness, this op is so authentic. Oh my god. Oh my... The triple kill. How old are these kids? Well, if you think Counter-Strike is intense, try playing Counter-Strike in Roblox. This is terrifying. But can it play Minecraft? Yes, it can play Minecraft. I would be a little worried if this thing could not play Minecraft. Now I will admit, when it comes to Rainbow Six Siege, it does feel a little bit strange to be gaming at 120 Hertz on a laptop. That feels strange to begin with. And on mid-tier medium settings, it usually fluctuates between about 120 and 100 frames per second. But even with that fluctuation, because of G-Sync, I notice no difference and it stays smooth. So smooth, in fact, that I can kill smoke with Recruit, which is a little embarrassing. There's definitely somebody right here that's not ready for this. Yeah, boy, it was banded. There you go. How hard is that? Even with recruit. So I have a feeling that if I include that Minecraft and the Roblox footage in the final video, ASUS is gonna hate me because neither one of those games is at all performance intensive. So just to balance things out, just to see what this thing can really do and what sets it apart, let's play a behemoth of a game that makes machines cry like Battlefield 1. After I download it, of course, because oh my goodness, it's 57 gigabytes. So please forgive the dumb enemies because I haven't got to choose my difficulty here yet, but it is solid at holding 120 FPS on medium settings here. It's usually between about 135 to 150. But what's even more impressive is even if I run into some gigantic explosion or there's a flame trooper right in front of me, there's no difference in frames because oftentimes fire can make things drop off and there's no difference like this. It's a little bit ironic that that guy's name is Hugh Burns, but I almost forgot how many times you die in the first mission of this campaign. You die like 12 times playing it as you're supposed to. You know, I'm trying to maintain a chipper attitude about all this, but the game's not letting me. Because even though it's beautiful, the entire theme is just crippling depression. All of World War I, just kind of a bummer. Now where I think this is going to be especially useful for me is at recording events, because oftentimes when you record a game early, you have to fly someplace to do it, and 3/4 of the time is just you sitting around waiting to record the game. So not only can I game in the meantime, but when I have to record the game itself, I know I'm not going to run into issues because this thing has a ton of horsepower. You wouldn't believe how many guys bring garbage laptops that either have low quality when they record or they just outright don't record correctly, and that's always a bummer. So I'm very thankful for this. And that's about it. I would like to thank you very much for watching. An extra special thank you to ASUS for this hat and this sweatshirt and this behemoth of a gaming laptop, and be sure to tune in next time when we get back to playing video games. Bye!